Okay, guys, I'm going to give a lecture on civil rebellion and tribal uprising, chapter 2 from Bipin Chandra book. I will just point out the main difference. Okay, rest you will read the chapter and you yourself will learn. Okay, the civil rebellion and tribal uprising. Okay, the thing is that both were against the British. Then why the name are different? One is called civil rebellion and one is called tribal uprising. What is the reason? The reason is that civil rebellion were caused by those section of people generally who before the arrival of British enjoyed some kind of status. For example, Jamindar. Okay, for example, deposed local Rajas. Okay, but these kind of people were enjoying a very luxurious life. When British came, the British administration system snatched that luxurious leading life from them. Okay, the new arrival of British and British administrative system snatched the luxurious life from these people. Okay, then that is why the Jamindar, as a result of increasing revenue, Jamindar has lost their control over land. Deposed Rajas, who were actually before that, who were leading a very luxurious life, collecting revenue from the people. Okay, he had lost his that power. Such kind of people were first arose against the British. Then, along with these two components, another are the general peasants. Okay, the general people. Okay, as a result of increasing land revenue, they had lost their control over land. They had lost their land. Okay, why? Because of their inability to pay revenue, their land was leased. Okay, that is why we have seen the deposed rajas, chamindars, general peasants, and another type is that the artisans. Okay, what did the artisans do? Before that, the artisans were employed by the rajas. Okay, but when the British came, the Rajas were deposed. Okay, local Rajas, Zamindars were deposed. As a result of these artisans had lost their livelihood. Till then, what we have seen that one is that Jamindar, Rajas, local peasants, artisans. Okay, in this way, mainly these four elements comprised civil rebellions. Why they arose against the British? Because of the British revenue system, British administrative system, British court and judicial system. And all the three elements were so much atrocious that they were unable to bear the burden imposed by these three elements. And that is why they arose against the British. And it is called civil rebellion. What is civil rebellion? Rebellion was caused by deposed rajas, zamindars, general peasants, artisans who lost their livelihood or who lost their source of livelihood as caused by the new administrative system of British. Increased revenue, atrocities of civil and atrocities of judicial system, atrocities of new police system, and different complexities caused by the British administrative system, as well as the most another vital and another fatal blow is that indebtedness. When the peasants lost their livelihood, when the peasants lost their land, they went to rich people. Okay, they went to revenue farmers to borrow money. Okay, in this way, peasants were trapped in a circle of revenue farmers were trapped in a circle of indebtedness. Okay, who is arose more against the British. Okay, it is called civil rebellion. Okay, then what is tribal uprising? Tribal uprising is caused by the tribal people of India against the British. Okay, it was a very ferocious movement caused by the tribal people that arose against the British company administration. Okay, then what are the characteristics and why they arose? The causes are same. Okay, the revenue farmer, the traders, and the money lenders. Okay, what happened before that? Before the arrival of British, the tribal people were leading a very simple life. Okay, they their relationship with nature was simple. Okay, they collected everything from nature. Okay, they were totally completely independent on nature. They were completely independent on nature. Before the arrival of British, tribal people were completely independent on nature. And as British arrived, as soon as British arrived, their relationship with nature has completely changed. Okay, they as a result, British imposed taxes on forest product, to which what is tax? To the tribal people were totally simple. They don't know what is tax. Tax was totally inalienable, totally unfamiliar to the British, to the tribal people. Okay, and besides these, Christian missionary came. Okay, what did they do? Christian missionary tried to spread education among people, and tribal people were very conscious about their own identity. They thought that Christian missionary were trying to invade their tribal life. Okay, apart from these, traders, moneylenders, revenue farmers arrived, and all the what happened? All these revenue farmers, traders, moneylenders made the life of tribal people outrageously complex. They encircled the simple tribal people in the trap of money lending. Okay, as a result of what happened, before that, tribal people were completely dependent on nature. British imposed taxes. Tribal people were unable to collect products from a forest. As a result of what happened, the leading life became complex for the tribal people. That is why they needed money, but they were out of money, because where did the tribal people get money? That's why. But they have to lead their life also. That is why what happened? The tribal people, to fulfill the basic necessity of their life, have to borrow money from the moneylenders. In this way, they were trapped in a circle, the circle of moneylenders, traders, and revenue farmers. And as a result of this excessive exploitation, tribal people became very outrageous, and they arose against the British. But what is the difference between civil rebellion and tribal uprising? The difference is that civil rebellion, in case of civil rebellion, many of the people, for example, Jamindar, deposed Raja, peasants, artisans, they fought for their own benefit. They were caused by their differentiated purpose. No doubt, everybody has participated, peasants, farmers, zamindars. But what happened? Their purpose was to what was their purpose? Their purpose was to restore the old order. To restore the old order. The zamindar thought that if they fought and if they win, then they will regain their zamindari. What did the farmers thought? That the farmers thought that if they win, the revenue will be less and they will gain their land. What did the artisans thought? The artisans thought that if they win in the battle, their livelihood will be revived. What did the deposed Rajas thought? They thought that if they win in the battle, they will gain their former power. In this way, in civil rebellion, everyone fought for their own causes. Okay, they were not integrated to a single purpose. Okay, but in case of tribal uprising, what happened? In case of tribal uprising, what happened? Tribal uprising was not like civil rebellion. In case of civil rebellion, everyone fought for their own causes. Okay, for their own benefit and for their own gain. But in tribal uprising, tribal society was so much integrated. They fought for the whole tribal society as a whole. Okay, they fought for the benefit, for the cause of the whole tribal society as a whole. This is the first difference between tribal uprising and civil rebellion. Civil rebellion was not integrated, and tribal rebellion, on the other hand, tribal uprising was very much integrated. On the other hand, another difference is that the civil rebellion was less violent. They were violent in nature, but tribal uprising was very much violent in comparison to civil rebellion. Okay, then what is the difference? The tribal uprising fought for the whole society. They were integrated. On the other hand, civil rebellion was not integrated. In case of civil rebellion, everyone fought for their own causes, for their own benefit. Civil rebellion was less turbulent and violent in comparison to tribal uprising, and tribal rebellion was very much violent and turbulent in comparison to civil rebellion. Okay, these are the main differences of and on that one another difference is that there is some kind of mythical character in tribal uprising. Mythical means in tribal uprising what happened? Some leader actually demanded that they have derived authority from God. Okay, and people followed him. This boosted the energy of the tribal people. They became very violent because they thought that he is one kind of messenger from God and British can't do anything. But this kind of mythical character is different in civil rebellion. These are the main differences between civil rebellion and tribal uprising. And in our next lecture, I will tell you the causes of the failure of tribal uprising and civil rebellion. Thank you very much.